you have to first quieten your mind. If your breathing is really fast and chanchal, or you're exhausted, and you have so many things running in your mind, and your mind will start to run with it as well. So the idea to quieten and settle your mind is to slow down your breath. Focus on your breathing going in and out. And number 2 is to completely remove all desires from your mind. So Mara says, recognize the world is false. The materials within this is false as well. And number 3 is to focus on your true form, which is your Atmak Sarup. When we read Grantha, when we read Gurbani, when we understand Gurbani, Guru Sahib tells us about who we truly are. Shabad is the essence of all the scriptures that we see in this world. When these 3 things are done together, then ignorance is gone, is removed completely from your being. Then there's no darkness left in your life. You can clearly see what is true and what is not. WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh Sangat Ji. Welcome to another episode of Sikhanti Bhagat Mala, where Bhai Gurdas Ji mentions the name of Guru Sikhs from the time of Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji. And Shahid Bhai Mani Singh Ji, through the guidance of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, have explored their stories, their Sakhiyan. And it's very interesting because Sikhanti Bhagat Mala contains various types of questions that it's still valid for us up till today. And we have now reached body number 27, and there's only about 5 more podium for us to go in Sikhanti Bhagat Mala. So in this body number 27, Bhai Gurdas Ji speaks about the Guru Sikhs of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, specifically in the Sangat of Agra. Bhai Gurdas Ji mentions, Mehta Sakta Agra Chadda Hua Nihala Nihala. So basically, this is a Sakhi about 2 Guru Sikhs, Bhai Mehta Saktu and Bhai Nihala Chadda, who were Guru Sikhs who lived in Agra. So basically, they came to meet Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and they said, Maharaj, there's 2 types of lifestyle here. A karmic lifestyle, which means that you commit karam, you do good, you do bad, and you get your fruits, and you reap what you sow. And on the other hand, the spiritually wise people, the Brahmgyanis, they say that no, if you want to get mukti, you want to be liberated from this world, you have to have the knowledge of Brahm. You have to meditate, and that's the way for you to get liberation, mukti. And the world, or there are some dharam or practices that is only based on karmic values, bad karam, good karam, and so on. So the question here is, the body is limitless. In this amount of life that we have, the amount of breath that we have, we commit so many karams, some that we are aware of, some we are not aware of. And so the question here the Guru Sikh asks is, Maharaj, what practice should we do for us to get liberation? Should we focus on just spiritual knowledge? Should we make sure that we're doing good deeds? What do we do? So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj then gives an example. So back in the days when people used to come and do business dealings, so if from people from different countries, they come to a specific port or a hub to do business dealings, due to difference in languages and culture and understanding, there's always a mediator that helps to make the deal between these 2 people, or businessmen, you can say. So Mara says, just like a mediator helps to translate and mediate deals in a business dealership, similarly, the Naam of WhyGuru, so WhyGuru's Naam or name, is the mediator for us as well. So Mara says, both one side, those who commit karmic practices, who focus on karma, and on the other hand, those who focus on just bhakti, meditation, spiritual wisdom, both can attain liberation. But the key is through WhyGuru's Naam. So karam and taram. So basically, if you look at Lavan the Bani, in the first body, Mar speaks about Har Pehladi Lav Parvirti Karam Diradaya. Basically, good karam, Balaram Jiyo. Bani Brahma Ved Taram Dirado. So you have karam and you have taram. So you have basically the effort, the physical actions, and so on, and you have the bhakti. So Mara says both are good, but the mediator, to make sure that the deal between karam and taram is one, the mediator has to be WhyGuru's Naam. Without Naam, even if you commit karam, it's useless. And if you are strong and steadfast in taram, but you have no Naam Dikmai, it's also not going to give you that fruit. So Mara says now, there's a 3-step process here. Mara says, the first thing, through Naam Simran, Naam will destroy the ignorance in a karmic being. Ignorance of what? Ignorance that I do not know who I am this physical body, and only I am committing this karma. So first, Nam will destroy the ignorance of not knowing who my true form is in the karmic being. So when the ignorance is gone, now the person who commits the karma now will start to commit good karma, parvirti karma. And third, what happens is because of committing good karma, having a good lifestyle based on what Guru Sahib has told us, they become desireless. So Trishna Bina, they become desireless, and their mind now becomes pure. So then what happens is slowly, because the mind has become pure, now the icha to attain spiritual wisdom will come in, the desire to attain spiritual wisdom will come in, and that spiritual wisdom will now purify the mind and help you and to connect with Paramatma. So Mara says, you can do good karma, you can be spiritually wise, but the key here, the mediator here is Naam of WhyGuru Mantra. So the second Sakhi here is Gariyal Mathara Das hai Sapparvara Lal Pulala. So basically two Gursikhs here, Pai Gariyal Sehgal and Pai Mathara Das. So basically these two Gursikhs, they were family men, and the work that they used to do was carrying loads from one place to the other. And so when they come back home, because they have done a very a day full of physical labor, they're tired, their wife and children who would be waiting for them at home, they would wait for them when their husbands, their fathers come home, they would wash their feet, help them to change, get ready, feed them, give them a massage, and so on. So these two Gursikhs then one day spoke to their family and says, just like you are serving us, similarly, whenever we are not at home, you must also do seva of Gursikhs as well. And all of us together as a family unit, we should aim to serve the Gursikhs as well, because when we do seva of Gursikhs, that makes Guru Sahib happy, and we get blessings from the Gursikhs and also from Guru Sahib. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, when they met this family, they were very, very happy with the kind of mindset they had. Ki ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ Guru Sahib ਦੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ. If you want the happiness of Guru Sahib, then do those things that Guru Sahib wants us to do. And one of that is to serve the Gursikhs and to follow the bachan of Guru Sahib. So Maharaj were very, very impressed and pleased with them, and Guru Sahib then freed them from the cycle of life and death. There's not much Guru Sahib is asking from us. Like through all this Sakya that we see, if we just ek shabad, if we just do kamai, we just follow the bachan of Guru Sahib, just one bachan, Maharaj is so happy with us, and they will just destroy our cycle of life and that just because we followed one bachan of Guru Sahib. So the third Sakhi is about Ganga Sehgal Suruma, Harvans Tape Tahal Dharamsala. So the third Sakhi is about Pai Ganga Sehgal. Now Pai Ganga Sehgal was a Surma, was a warrior, and he was in the army of the Mughal Empire. So one day he came to me, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and Guru Sahib says, Pai Ganga Sehgal, why are you working for the tyrants? Why are you working for the Mughals? Leave that job, and I want you to come and stay with Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji. So we can now have an idea that by this time, Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji have taken birth, they have taken their prakash in this world. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is telling Pai Ganga Sehgal, ki I want you to leave your job and come and stay with Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji. He will protect you. You don't have to do anything. And on top of protection, he will give you spiritual gyan. He will give you the blessing of Naam. Whatever you need to, be liberated from this world, my son Hargobind will give you. And Guru Sahib says, by you staying alongside Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, your face, your mukhra will glow, will shine not only in this world, but in the next world as well. And everybody will know that you as a Sikh stayed alongside your Guru. So Pai Ganga Sehgal then stayed very close to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji. In fact, because they were Surma, when Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji fought battles against the Mughal, Pai Ganga Sehgal also fought alongside Guru Sahib in the battle. And this way, he attained mukti from this world. Now, the second one in the same pankti was about Pai Harbans Tapa. So, Pai Harbans Tapa, he did seva in the Dharamsala. So, how did he do seva? Is very beautiful. He would feed langar to anyone who come to the Dharamsala. Any Sikh who was hungry or tired, they come to the Dharamsala, and Pai Harbans Tapa would feed them and take care of them, wash the feet of the Gursikhs, give them a massage, and at night when they fall asleep, Pai Harbans Tapa would go for a stroll and see is everything okay or not, is any Sikh without a blanket, then he would put the blanket on them. So much of care and attention was given by Pai Harbans Tapa at the Dharamsala. Then when midnight comes, he would prepare garam pani for the Ishnan to wake up for Amrit Vela. And then at Amrit Vela, he would read the Gurbani of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So as we know in the previous story that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj has already prepared Ad Granth Sahib Ji, and the Guru Sikhs used to read Bani from Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Ad Granth Sahib Ji at that time. And then after that, before Amrit Vela, before the daybreak, before the sun rises, Bhai Harbans Tappa would also read the Bani of Bhai Gurdas Ji. So one day some of the Guru Sikhs said ki Bhai Harbans Tappa Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj prepared Ad Granth Beed so that we only read the Bani, the Sachi Bani of the Guru and not anyone else's Bani. So why are you reading the Bani of Bhai Gurdas Ji? Is this even allowed? So by Harbans Tappa, look at this. When someone creates a doubt or asks us a question, as a Sikh, our aim is to immediately go to the Guru Sahib and ask Guru Sahib to clarify this doubt for us. So Bhai Harbans Tappa then went to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj and asked this question, should we read the Bani of Bhai Gurdas Ji? And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj then says, the reason why Ad Granth Bir was prepared was because at this time there were a lot of ignorant people who were creating their own Bani out of ego and spite and jealousy and basically, swaying the Sangat from the truth. And I have stopped my cycle from reading this Kachi Bani. But the Bani of Bhai Gurdas Ji is the key, the tika to understanding Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So you should read the Bani, the Vara and Kabita of Bhai Gurdas Ji. In fact, Guru Sahib says, if you read the Kabita, the Vara of Bhai Gurdas Ji, you will gain the blessing, the gift of Sikhi. So Mara then says that the Rida of Paramatma, the heart of WhyGuru Ji, is Gyan, is spiritual wisdom, and the heart of the Guru is Gur Shabad. And a Sikh who connects their heart to Gur Shabad, which is to the Guru, then we should aim to read their Bani. So this is a hukam to us that we should read the Bani of Bhai Gurdas Ji, which is the key to understanding and unlocking the spiritual wisdom of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So the next Sakhi is about meditation that makes us humble. So Nimrata. So this is 3 panktiyan. So a few Guru Sikhs here. Ananda Murari Mahapurkha Kalyana Kul Kavala Rasala. Nano Latkan Bindarao Seva Sangta Puran Kala. Handa Alam Chand hai. Sansara Talwar Sukhala. So basically this is a Sakhi of Guru Sikhs here. A few Guru Sikhs here. Pai Murari Ananda, Pai Kalyana, Pai Nano Latkan, Pai Alam Chand Handa, and Pai Sansaru Talwar. So they were basically the Jagyasu. Jagyasu means people who have the itcha, the desire to search for the truth. They want to know who is their true, what is their true form. So Jaggi Asu. So they ask to jagana, to awaken, to attain spiritual wisdom, to know about your true form, to know about reality, about illusion, about Maya. So they were Jagyasu and they all came to me, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and asked him, Maharaj, please, our beinti is ki, please liberate us and, bless us with mukti. So Maharaj then says ki the bachan for you is you must do abhyas of Gur Shabad and do seva of Gur Sikhs. So they said ki Maharaj, when we do abhyas of Gur Shabad, when we read Gurbani, when we do Simran, Kirtan, our mind is very calm and very humble and quiet. Like there's no ego at that point. But then when we go back to doing our worldly affairs, business, job, or, talking to people or on a day-to-day basis, and then our mind then forgets the experience of when we were connected to Gur Shabad and starts to wander around and, egos comes in, pride comes in that, oh, you see, I've done my bhakti, I've done Simran, and this person has not done anything. What do we do at that time? So Mara says, the reason why your mind settles down when you're doing abhyas, when you're doing practice meditation, and then wanders again when you're doing your worldly affairs is because you have not completed your practice, your abhyas. You have not basically fully controlled your mind. The routine or the discipline has not fully set in yet. So Mara says your karmic life, your business affairs, or your ill mindset is a result of your past karmic events, of the things that you've done in your past life. And in this life, you are basically paying for it or going through it. But the difference is in this lifetime now, you have gotten the chance to actually do abhyas and kamai of Gur Shabad, to do Naam Simran. So now, because this is very new, It's very important for you to set a routine, a discipline, and until your mind now is fully under control, that even you're doing abhyas and when you're not doing, your mind does not wander around. So Mara then says that what you must aim to do is to continue to listen to Gur Shabad, so Kirtan, reading Gurbani, and this will help you to slowly understand about your true self. You will start to attain spiritual gyan about who you are, about how the mind works, how the mind is trying to control you, and how you then control the mind. So basically, then what happens is when you do this, the other non spiritual practice of your life, your worldly affairs, dealing with people, the negative mindset, it will start to slip away and be washed away, just like a river when it's flowing downstream. A river or water always flows downstream. Hai? So Bhai Gurdas Ji also says about Nimirta, Tarti pera het hai, tarti het vasanda pani. So that the tarti is beneath our feet, but what's beneath the tarti is pani. And the nature of water is one that is humble because it always flows downwards. And not only that, pani will always wash away all the dirt, take it along with it, and flow downwards. So Mara says, just like a river that sweeps away all the dirt, all the ganda, and in fact still flows downward, similarly, by you doing abhyas of Gur Shabad, of Naam, of Kirtan abhyas, reading Bani, doing good deeds, then your mind, which is dirty, the Gur Shabad as Bani will wash everything away. So then what they did is all the Gur Sikhs then practiced. They did Naam abhyas, Gur Shabad abhyas, Gur Mantar abhyas, Kirtan, Bani Sorni, and then they remained humble, their mind was quiet, and there was no ego in them. The last Sakhi is about doing these three things to dispel ignorance from your life. So the last two panktiya, Jaganananda Sadh hai Pan Suhar Hansa di Tala, Gur Bhai Ratna di Mala. So basically, this Sakhi of Bhai Jagana, Bhai Nanda, and Bhai Pana Suhar who came to meet Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. So basically, they say, Ki Maharaj, through meditation, through bhakti, we have controlled our indriya, our senses. So we have our 5 indriya, our eyes, ears, nose, our taste, our touch, sight, and so on. We have controlled all our senses, and in fact, we can even control our breath when we meditate. So we slow down our breath and so on. But when we open our eyes and maybe come out from that surti, from that dhyan, from that focus, and we see some materialistic item in front of us, somebody walk past or somebody put something in front of us, suddenly we have that desire to obtain that padara, to obtain that materialistic item, or to meet this person, or to be with this person, or have this desire for that padara, for that thing. What is happening? So Mara says, okay, look, it's good that your mind quietens when you're doing bhakti and you can control your breath, but you can't do these things separately. You must do these 3 things together. And what are those 3 things? Number 1, you have to first quieten your mind, so mananu shant karna. And number 2 is to completely remove all desires from your mind. And number 3 is to focus on your true form, which is your Atmak Sarup. So Mara says, just like when you read the Bani of Sodar, ਆਪਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੋਦਰ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹਾਂ, it allows us to experience Sachkhand. So Mara says, similarly, when you focus and achieve these 3 things together, then your mind will then settle down and not wander around. Then the Guru Sikh said to Guru Sakhi Maharaj, how do we do these 3 things together? To quieten your mind, you must focus on your breath and slow down your breath. The breath is like a kora, a horse for the mind. If the horse is standing, not moving, the mind doesn't run. But if your breathing is really fast and chanchal, or you're exhausted and you have so many things running in your mind, your kora, your breathing is fast and your mind will start to run with it as well. So the idea to quieten and settle your mind is to slow down your breath. Focus on your breathing going in and out. Then Mara says, when you hold your breath in between your eyebrows, then your mind will settle and become quiet. Second, to destroy your desires, the mental desires, the inner desires, is to basically recognize that the world is false and just an illusion. Ki sara sansar mithyaya. So Mara says, recognize the world is false, The materials within this is false as well. And then it's just an illusion, like a mirage that we see in a desert. So Mara says, when you think like that, remind your mind, then you will start to slowly become desireless. Thirdly, to focus on your Atmak Sarup, your true form, is to actually learn the knowledge of your Atma. When we read Grantha, when we read Gurbani, when we understand Gurbani, Guru Sahib tells us about who we truly are. Man tu jot sarup hai, apna mool pachan, man harji tere naal hai, gurmati rangaman. So we speak about Atma, Atma Paratma, eko kare antar ki dubda antar mare. Hai Sada Sach Dananda Sarvang Parnasi. So when we read Gurbani, it tells us who we truly are. So Mara says, Shabad is the essence of all the scriptures that we see in this world. Any scripture, any Granth you can find, the essence is Shabad. Shabad Guru, Surta Tunchela. So Mara says, even Guru Nanak Dev Ji was asked, who's your Guru? Mara says, Shabad Guru, Surta Tunchela. My Surti, my consciousness is the Chela, is the Sikha, and my Guru is Gur Shabad. So Mara says, if you practice meditation Gur Shabad on Gur Mantar, then you will recognize your true form. Ignorance is the greatest enemy that doesn't allow these three practices to happen together. When these three things are done together, then ignorance is gone, is removed completely from your being. And when ignorance is gone, then there's no darkness left in your life. Then everything becomes crystal clear. You can clearly see what is true and what is not. So Mara then gives this bachan to the Gur Sikhs and says, Ki mukho naam da ucharan karo. That with your tongue, just chant WhyGuru mantra with every breath. WhyGuru, WhyGuru. Even Bhagat Naam Dev Ji told to Bhagat Lochan Ji that I'm doing my work, my daily routine. But Nama kahe tilochana mukte ram samal. All you have to do is on your tongue, the tip of your tongue is to sambal, to have the name of WhyGuru. Hath pav kar kaam sab cheet niranjanal. You can be doing all kinds of work, walking, talking, running a business, going to school, studying. But all you need to do is chant WhyGuru with every breath, practice and understand Gur Shabad and recognize that the world is false. Then this will help you to quieten your mind, to settle your mind and help you to lead you to the path of liberation. So this is the Vichar of Pauri number 27, where Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj meets the Sangat of Agra and gives them these Sikha, which I hope we can learn from as well, especially in this age where our mind easily wanders around. Our aim is to quieten the mind and settle it down. So Pulan Chukan Dikima, WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh.